Hello everyone, this is Yamin and in this tutorial I am going to show you how you can create a navbar like this using only HTML and CSS. So let's start our coding. Let's go back to our code editor and here you can see I have index.html and some simple HTML structure, and here you can see I have an image over here. So right now in this body, first of all we're going to mention a div, then inside this div we'll have our logo and the menu option. But before that, let's mention a class for this div. The class name for this div will be header, and after it we're going to say over here the label tag, and in this label tag we're going to say over here logo, and for this label we're going to mention a class. The class name will be logo. After this we're going to mention a nav tag, then inside this nav tag we're going to have anchor tag. So let's have our anchor tag. Then let me just copy this anchor tag and I'm going to paste it 1, 2 and 3 times. So in the first anchor tag, let's say over here home, then this will be services. The third one, it will be about us, let's say, and here we're going to say contact. So right now let's save it and let's open it using browser. So let's go to our folder where we have our index.html. So let me just double click over here, and here you can see the logo and the menu option over here. So right now we have the logo on the left side and those options on the right side. So let's go back, and first of all what we are going to do is that we're going to create style.css over here. So let me just right click on my HTML folder, then click over here new file, and here I'm going to say style.css, Ctrl S and then save. So first of all what we need to do is that we need to connect this style.css with our index.html. So in the head section we're going to say over here link, then here you can see in this href we're going to say style.css. Once we write this, it means we'll have access to the style.css. So right now in the style.css, let's give a start here, then we're going to give to second bracket, and we're going to say here margin it will be 0, then we'll also say here padding it will be 0, and after this we're going to say over here box sizing it will be border box. So right now let's save it, then if we now refresh, there you can see there is no margin and padding space over here. So let's go back, and right now we're going to write a CSS class for this. So we'll go to our style.css, and since this is a class we need to give a dot over here, then we'll mention the class name, then we'll give to second bracket. So here we're going to say left it will be 0, then we say over here top it will also be 0, and we also need to mention over here position. The position will be fixed. After that we're going to mention the background color for our navbar. So let's say over here background color it will be sky blue, and the width for the background color it will be 100%. So right now save, then let's go back, then refresh, and there you can see. So right now let's add some padding over here so that it becomes a little bit bigger. So let's go back, and here we're going to say padding, and we'll say here 20 px and 100 px. Again save, then again refresh, and there you can see it become a little bit bigger. So right now let's have those options on the right side. So let's go back to our code, and here we're going to say display it will be flags, then we're going to say here justify content it will be space between. It means there will be space among the logo and the navbar. Okay, so right now if we just save it over here, then if we now refresh, there you can see. So let's go and write one more thing, that is text align it will be centered. So after this what we'll do is that we'll write some CSS for this navbar, those anchor tags. So here let me just mention a class. Let's say the class name will be navbar, and let's go back to our style.css, and here we're going to say navbar then we mention the anchor tag, then we'll give to second bracket. And since this navbar is a class, we need to give a dot over here. And first of all, what we will do is that here you can see we have a underscore or underline over here. So we're going to remove that. And we'll also change the color and their font size as well. So let's go back, and here we're going to say text decoration, it will be none. Then we'll say font size, let's say it will be 15 px, and the color for the text, it will be, let's say, white. Let's also add some padding. Let's say padding, it will be 15 px as well. And let's also make it bold. So we are going to say over here font weight, it will be bold. Save it. Right now, if we refresh, there you can see it look like this right now. So right now, let's also make the design for the logo. So let's go back, and here in the index.html, here you can see we have a class called logo over here. So let's go back, and here we're going to say dot logo, then to second bracket, we're going to say over here color for the text, it will be white. Then font size will be 22 px. Then font weight, it will be bold. So we saw here bold. Save it, and then let's go back, then let's refresh, and there you can see. So right now let's add a image over here. So let's go back to our index.html. Then after this div, we're going to mention the image tag. Then in this image tag, we're going to have this image on.png. So we are going to say over here image on.png. Let's also give a class for this image. Let's say class will be main underscore img. Let's save it. Let's go to our style.css. Then we're going to say over here dot main underscore img. We're going to give to second bracket. We say the image width, it will be 100%. And height, it will be 100 ph. It means it will take the full height and width. Okay. So right now, if we save, then if we now refresh, there you can see. So let's change the background color from sky blue to black. And also over our cursor on the menu, the design and color will change a little bit. So let's go back, and let's go to our this header class, and here we write background color sky blue. Instead of sky blue, let's over here black. And after this, okay, let me just show you. If we now refresh, there you can see this is how it looks. So right now, also you hover on those options, the design will change a little bit. So let's do that. Let's go back, and here you can see dot navbar anchor tag. So what we are going to do is that, okay, let me just write it over here. We're going to say over here dot navbar, the anchor tag, this clone, and we're going to say over here hover. It means when we take our cursor on the anchor tag, and anchor tag are those on. Here you can see home, services, everything is inside the anchor tag. So once we take our cursor on the options, we want to see a underline, and we also want to change the color. So let's say over here, the color, once we hover, the color will be sky blue. The color will be sky blue, and then we're going to say over here bottom, it will be 3px. Then we're going to say here border width, it will be 3px. Then we'll say over here border style, it will be solid. So here we are saying color sky blue. It means when we take our cursor on the menu, the color will change to sky blue. And here we are saying that border width 3px, border style solid. It means we are saying that when we take our cursor over here, it will make an underline. So let me just refresh, and if I take my cursor over here, there you can see there is an underline. And here we mentioned bottom 3px. It means there will be a little bit space over here. There you can see the space is 3px. So yeah, this is how we can make a simple navbar using only HTML and CSS. And I made a spelling mistake over here, contact. So let me just fix that. as well. Contact, save, then refresh, and there you go. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any question or any suggestion, just let me know in the comment section, and I hope to see you in the future tutorials.